Welcome back to Myth and Magic, the podcast where we explore the incredible history, culture, and mysteries of Septaema. I'm Angel, your guide through the wonders of DemojiWorld, and today we're diving into a topic that has captivated the imaginations of scholars and adventurers alike, the legendary artifacts of Septaema. From weapons forged in the fires of war to objects imbued with ancient magic, these artifacts are more than just relics of the past. They are symbols of courage, ingenuity, and the unyielding spirit of the Septaeman people. Each artifact carries a story, stories of creation, sacrifice, and immense power. And while some remain hidden, waiting to be rediscovered, others are woven into the fabric of everyday life in Septaema, serving as constant reminders of the land's rich history. In this episode, we'll take a closer look at some of these extraordinary artifacts. We'll explore their origins, their purposes, and the myths surrounding them. From the elusive Orb of Knowledge to the powerful Seraphine Blade, these objects hold secrets that continue to shape Septaema's future. So, light some incense, grab a warm drink, and join me as we uncover the treasures of this remarkable realm. The Orb of Knowledge is perhaps the most revered artifact in all of Septaema. Said to contain the boundless wisdom of the realms, the orb was a source of unparalleled magic and insight. For centuries, it was safeguarded within the Grand Arcanum Vault of Emberforge University, deemed too powerful and too dangerous to be wielded by any single individual. More than just an artifact of immense knowledge, the orb was a living connection to the very fabric of the universe itself. In the Earth year of 2004, tragedy struck. The infamous Malzarath, a malevolent force with ambitions of domination, sought to claim the Orb of Knowledge for himself. His assault on Emberforge University left the hallowed halls in chaos, and his power seemed unstoppable. The attack might have succeeded if not for the heroic sacrifice of Felix, Demoji's closest friend. In a desperate bid to protect the orb and the school he loved, Felix cast the Aetherius Nexus Seal, a powerful spell that banished Malzarath to the depths of the Onyx Veil. However, the spell came at a great cost. Felix gave his own life to ensure Malzarath's defeat. In the aftermath of this devastating event, the decision was made to split the Orb of Knowledge into 7 shards. This act ensured that no one being could ever again possess the orb's full power. Each shard embodied a unique aspect of the orb's immense knowledge and energy. To protect these shards, they were hidden across the 7 realms, with their locations known only to Headmaster Professor Thelonious Gravemore and Deputy Headmaster Professor Valerian Nightshade of Emberforge University. The 7 shards of the Orb of Knowledge each hold a fragment of its original power and purpose. The Shard of Nether represents the knowledge of death and endings, carrying insights into the finality of existence and the mysteries beyond. The Shard of Foresight holds the ability to glimpse potential futures, humming with both possibility and danger. The Shard of Ancestry resonates with the past, allowing visions of history, lineage, and forgotten truths to emerge. The Shard of Genesis embodies creation itself, pulsating with the raw potential of magic and the origins of life. The Shard of Self reflects inner truths, granting profound self-awareness to those who encounter it. The Shard of Empathy is tied to emotional connection, enhancing understanding and compassion while bridging divides between beings. And the Shard of Chronos commands the concept of time, capable of bending and manipulating the temporal flow in extraordinary ways. Today, the Orb of Knowledge exists not as a single radiant entity, but as 7 scattered fragments hidden across Septaema, each holding its own piece of power and mystery. Though we'll dive deeper into the orb and its shards in the next episode of Beyond the Realms, it's worth reflecting on this question. If the shards were ever reunited, what would become of the realms? Would the orb's return bring salvation, enlightenment, or ruin? That is a question no one dares to answer. Among the most legendary artifacts of Septaema, the Seraphine Blade stands as a symbol of resilience and an embodiment of raw, magical power. Forged in the fiery crucible of the Obliviatare War, the blade carries with it the legacy of courage, sacrifice, and unparalleled craftsmanship. The Seraphine blade owes its name to its creator, Seraphina Stormwing, the mother of Demoji, and a young but formidable warrior during the early days of the Obliviatare War. Despite her youth, Seraphina was a fiery soul, driven by an unwavering love for her homeland and her family. When the war broke out, she took it upon herself to forge a weapon that could stand against the terrifying Griseo Draconis. Her father, a skilled blacksmith with years of experience, worked tirelessly alongside her, lending his wisdom and strength to the process. Together, in the family's humble smithy in Astrodale, they poured their hearts into the creation of a blade unlike any other. Using the finest ore from the mines of Shadowhaven and imbuing it with their combined magic, the father-daughter duo forged the Seraphine blade. Its sleek, shimmering design seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, as though the weapon itself recognized the gravity of its purpose. For Seraphina, the blade was not just a tool of war, but a symbol of the bond she shared with her father and their shared determination to protect their home. The Seraphine blade gained its legendary status not just from its craftsmanship, but from its use on the battlefield. In Seraphina's hands, the blade became a force to be reckoned with. Every strike against the Griseos seemed to absorb their draconic energy, infusing the weapon with even greater power. It is said that by the time the battle reached its peak, the blade was so imbued with magical energy that even a small cut from its edge could bring down the most formidable foe. The blade's magic became more than just an offensive force. It radiated an aura that inspired those fighting alongside Seraphina, giving them the courage and strength in the darkest hours of the war. When Seraphina's father fell in battle near Citrine Cove, her grief led her to make a profound decision. After the war ended, she carried the Seraphine blade to the spot where he had fought valiantly and struck it into the earth beside his grave, a tribute to his sacrifice. As the blade pierced the ground, an incredible phenomenon occurred. Waters began to flow immediately, surging forth from the earth as though the land itself were weeping for the fallen. What had become a scorched and barren stretch of land transformed before her eyes into a vibrant lake, its shimmering surface reflecting the golden twilight of the crystal firmament above. This lake, now known as Lake Seraphine, remains one of the most breathtaking and tranquil locations on Septimus Island. Its waters are said to possess a gentle, magical energy, bringing peace and restoration to those who visit. The blade remains embedded in the earth at the lake's center. Its presence is believed to be the source of the lake's soothing properties. For the people of Septaema, the lake is both a sacred site and a testament to Seraphina's strength and devotion. Though the Seraphine blade lies dormant beneath the waters of Lake Seraphine, its legend endures. Many believe that the blade's power still lingers, its magic quietly safeguarding the land. It is said that only a descendant of Seraphina could draw the blade from its resting place, and even then, only when Septaema faces a threat of unimaginable proportions. For now, Lake Seraphine stands as a lasting tribute to a young warrior's courage, a father's sacrifice, and the unyielding spirit of the Septaemans. It is a place of quiet reflection, a reminder of the resilience and love that shaped their history. The Amulet of Eternal Flame is a relic steeped in legend, its origins tracing back to the height of the Obliviatare War. It is said to have been created by Septaeman smiths in Echovale Embers, a realm already touched by fire and destruction. The amulet's core was crafted from a single ember of the Phoenix Inferna, a mythical bird that had vanished from existence long before the war. The ember, still smouldering with the essence of the phoenix's immortality, was encased in enchanted metal designed to both harness and contain its fiery energy. The amulet was entrusted to Sir Cindralis Fervor, one of the most daring knights of Septaema, whose unparalleled courage made him a fitting bearer of such immense power. Wearing the amulet granted Sir Cindralis immunity to fire and the ability to summon flames with a mere thought, making him a formidable force against the Griseo Draconis. During the war, Sir Cindralus led his forces into some of the fiercest battles against the Griseos, his amulet blazing with untamed energy. It is said that he once single-handedly held back an advancing line of dragons, creating a wall of fire so intense that it turned their scales to ash. Yet his heroism came at a great cost. In a final act of valor, Cindralus used the amulet to ignite an inferno that destroyed an entire battalion of Griseos and, throwing the amulet towards civilians to shield them from the fire, sacrificed himself in the process. When the flames subsided, the amulet was found unscathed, lying amidst the charred remains of the battlefield. Following the Obligatory War, the Amulet of Eternal Flame was lost, but its influence on Echovel embers remains undeniable. The realm, once scorched by the dragon's flames, now appears locked in a state of perpetual autumn. Fiery red and orange grasses ripple gently in the breeze, and ember-like hues paint the landscape. While peaceful, the realm seems to burn eternally, as though caught in a calm, controlled blaze. Many believe this eerie transformation is directly tied to the amulet's lingering presence within the land. A specific legend connects the amulet to the Inferno Blaze Springs, a magical hot spring nestled within Echovel embers. Some claim the amulet created the springs, imbuing them with its fiery energy, and that it now rests deep within their bubbling, fiery-lit waters. The springs, like the amulet, emit a steady heat that is both comforting and intimidating, a reminder of the power that once blazed across the realm. Today, the Amulet of Eternal Flame is thought to lie dormant, waiting for another brave soul to claim it. Legends persist that the amulet glows faintly when danger is near, and that its power can only be wielded by someone with a pure heart and unshakable courage. However, caution surrounds its legend, as many fear that such power could easily consume its wielder if their intentions falter. The Amulet of Eternal Flame holds a special place in Septaeman lore. It is both a symbol of hope and a reminder of the sacrifices made during the war. Stories of Sir Cindralus and his fiery exploits are told to children across the Seven Realms, inspiring bravery and resilience. Whether the amulet remains a hidden artifact or a cautionary tale, its legacy endures, burning brightly in the hearts of Septaemans. The Shadow Mask is one of Septaema's most mysterious artifacts, its origin veiled in mystery and speculation. Crafted thousands of years ago, perhaps even before recorded Septaeman history, its true creator remains unknown. Some ancient texts attribute its forging to a powerful, unnamed entity from the shadowed depths of Umbervale, while others suggest it was formed naturally, a phenomenon born of the realm's intrinsic magic. Whatever its origin, the Shadow Mask eventually came under the care of Thelonious Gravemore, the great demon sorcerer known for his work with ancient artifacts. Gravemore preserved and studied the mask for centuries, ensuring its dangerous powers were contained. He believed the mask was tied to the very essence of shadow magic itself, making it an artifact of unparalleled complexity and potential. Forged from obsidian and infused with the essence of the Umbervale shadows, the Shadow Mask was imbued with unique magics, allowing its wearer to step into the shadows and vanish completely, re-emerging a short distance away. Its power was sought after by sorcerers and rulers alike, yet its dangers kept it shrouded in secrecy. Although its creation predates the Obligatory War by millennia, the Shadow Mask played a pivotal role during that conflict. Entrusted to the Demon Council, it became a vital tool for espionage. The mask was wielded by an elite group of spies known as the Veil Walkers, whose missions involved infiltrating enemy territories, gathering intelligence, and sabotaging the forces of the Griseo Draconis. The mask's magic allowed its wearer to evade detection, slipping silently between shadows and striking fear into their adversaries. Yet it was not without its dangers. Those who wore it for prolonged periods reported hearing whispers, as though the shadows themselves were alive and speaking to them. Some claimed the whispers grew louder over time, compelling them to act in ways they could not explain. This gave rise to a chilling rumor that the mask was imbued with sentient consciousness, one that sought to control its wearer. After the Oblivitare War, the Shadow Mask was considered too dangerous to keep in circulation. The Demon Council ordered it to be locked away in the Vault of Warded Relics beneath the Underworld Institute of Occult Studies in the realm of Phantasmagorium, where Thelonious Gravemore himself had ensured its protection centuries earlier. For years, the mask remained there, untouched and undisturbed. Then, nearly 2 centuries ago, the mask vanished without a trace. The vault's wards were unbroken and no signs of forced entry were found. The incident baffled scholars and sorcerers alike, leading to speculation about the mask's sentience. Did it choose to leave? If so, where could it have gone? Rumors began to surface claiming the Shadow Mask had been seen in the possession of a rogue thief, a Septaeman who had reportedly used its power to disappear into thin air during daring heists. However, these sightings ceased abruptly, leaving the mask's whereabouts a mystery. The Shadow Mask is now the stuff of legends, a tale told in whispers among scholars and adventurers. Some believe it remains hidden in Phantasmagorium, protected by powerful wards and magical traps. Others claim it has been lost to the shadows themselves, its magic now roaming freely across the realm. The mask is considered both a relic of great power and an artifact of immense danger. While its ability to manipulate shadows is unparalleled, the fear of its sentience and its potential to corrupt its wearer has ensured that few would dare to seek it out. The Compass of Sidus is a legendary artifact, celebrated for its unique ability to point not to the north, but to the wielder's truest desire. Crafted by the intrepid explorer Sidus Vargas, this remarkable compass became both a practical tool and a deeply symbolic guide, reflecting the ambitions and inner truths of its owner. Sidus created the compass not for his journeys within Septaema, but for his bold expedition to Earth, a venture filled with unknown dangers and limitless potential. As he prepared to leave his homeland, Sidus sought a way to navigate not just the uncharted lands, but also the complex emotions of leaving behind all he knew. Though a gifted writer, Sidus was not a craftsman. The compass bears the marks of an amateur's hand, rough edges, uneven engravings, and an almost cobbled-together quality that speaks to his determination rather than skill. This imperfection did not diminish the compass's power. In fact, it only heightened its significance. Sidus's unwavering determination in magic gave the artifact a life of its own, proving that even the hands of a novice could create something extraordinary when driven by purpose and meaning. The Compass of Sidus is a unique creation, its face engraved with celestial runes and ancient symbols, albeit with an unpolished, uneven touch. Its casing, made from simple yet durable metals, holds a removable gem setting at its center, an integral part of its magical design. The compass would only connect to its wielder once they placed something deeply meaningful at its heart, forging a bond that allowed the artifact to attune to their desires. To complete the compass, Sidus placed his very last sapphire into the center, a gift from his parents centuries ago. This was no ordinary gem. The sapphire was exceptionally rare, containing within it a shard of starlight, a phenomenon so unique that it was said to hold the essence of cosmic creation itself. To Sidus, this gemstone embodied everything he held dear: his heritage, his hope, and his connection to the world he was leaving behind. It was not merely a jewel, but a piece of his identity, imbued with the radiant promise of guiding him through uncharted realms. With the compass in hand, Sidus embarked on his legendary journey to Earth, a realm that no other Septaeman had ventured into at the time. The compass guided him through Earth's varied terrains, helping him map the land and document its cultures and magical anomalies. His detailed journals and maps would later become invaluable to the Septaemans, laying the foundation for what is now studied as humanology and mythology of the earthly realms at Emberforge University. More than a navigational tool, the Compass of Sidus became a trusted companion, guiding him through moments of uncertainty and doubt. It is said that the compass led him not only to hidden treasures and sacred sites, but also to profound personal revelations, helping him stay true to himself even in the face of overwhelming challenges. However, the Compass of Sidus is not without its complexities. While it is an incredible tool, it's also known to be temperamental. If the wielder's intentions are impure or conflicted, the compass may spin aimlessly, refusing to provide guidance. Some who have tried to misuse it have reported feeling an intense weight of guilt, as though the artifact itself were passing judgment on them. The removable center gem remains a topic of fascination. Some scholars theorize that the compass's full potential can only be unlocked when the gem placed at its heart is infused with deep personal significance. Others believe that if the sapphire Sidus used were ever to be removed, the compass might lose its power entirely. Following Sidus Vargas's passing, the Compass of Sidus was entrusted to the Underworld Institute of Occult Studies, where it now resides among other priceless artifacts. The sapphire, with its shard of starlight, remains in its setting, a testament to Sidus's sacrifices and the profound bond he forged with his creation. Scholars and adventurers frequently visit the Institute to marvel not only at the compass, but also at the exceedingly rare gemstone, whose cosmic origins continue to fascinate and inspire. The few who have been granted the privilege of holding the compass describe an overwhelming sense of connection and clarity, as though it reveals their truest desires and lays bare their deepest truths. Yet none have dared to replace the sapphire, recognizing its rarity and significance as an integral part of Sidus's legacy. To touch it is to hold a fragment of history and to feel the guiding spirit of the greatest explorer Septaema has ever known. The Compass of Sidus is more than just an artifact. It is a symbol of courage, determination, and the unyielding spirit of exploration. It reminds the people of Septaema of the value of staying true to one's path, even when they face the unknown. Its legend is taught to children and revered by scholars, serving as an inspiration for adventurers and dreamers alike. Though it now rests securely within the walls of the Institute, the compass continues to inspire Septaemans to seek their own paths, reminding them that the greatest journeys often begin with the heart. And finally, the golden crystal of dawn is a relic unlike any other, a shimmering, golden stone with the properties of a crystal, its brilliance unmatched by anything seen in Septaema. It was forged in an act of selfless bravery during the Oblivitare War near the hospital in Silvera Sanctum's verdant region of Veriduna. As the Griseo Draconis rained destruction upon the land, an Angelus Draconis, gravely injured but undeterred, descended from the skies to shield a group of wounded Septaemans seeking refuge at the hospital. The angelic dragon spread its vast wings over them, absorbing the deadly flames meant to claim their lives. When the flames subsided, the Angelus fell, succumbing to its injuries. From the ashes of its noble sacrifice, the golden crystal of dawn emerged, glowing with an otherworldly light that seemed to push back the darkness. Its discovery near the hospital was seen as a divine act, a gift to aid those who had suffered and to illuminate the path forward. Today, the golden crystal of dawn is housed within the hospital in Veriduna, beside a commemorative statue erected in the likeness of the brave Angelus who gave its life protecting the wounded. The crystal emits a gentle golden glow that fills the halls with warmth, encouraging rapid healing and restoration for all who come near it. Its draconic energy resonates deeply with the healers of Silvera Sanctum, amplifying their magical abilities and creating an environment of unparalleled care. The crystal's influence extends beyond physical healing. Those who sleep near it often report vivid dreams of renewal, golden fields bathed in twilight, serene waters reflecting the sky, and a sense of profound peace. These visions inspire courage and hope, reminding Septaemans of their strength and resilience. The golden crystal of dawn has become a cherished symbol across the seven realms, representing the unity and sacrifices that shaped Septaema. For the people of Silvera Sanctum, it is a daily reminder of the Angelus Draconis who gave its life to protect the innocent, and the enduring light that can emerge from even the darkest times. Thank you for joining me on this journey through some of the most fascinating magical artifacts of Septaema. From the fiery resilience of the Amulet of Eternal Flame to the quiet wisdom of the Compass of Sidus, these relics remind us of the power, sacrifice, and ingenuity that shaped Septaema's history. While we've only scratched the surface today, there are countless other magical artifacts scattered across the seven realms, each with their own unique stories and mysteries. If you're curious to learn more, visit our website, septaema.com, where you can delve into the lore and discover the rich history of these incredible relics. Don't forget to join me next week on Beyond the Realms, where we'll be diving deep into the history and mystery of one of Septaema's most powerful creations, the Orb of Knowledge. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. So until next time, keep your hearts open to the magic around you, and as always, thank you so much for exploring the realms with me. Bye!